In the last video, we had a look at the probability that we had up to a certain number of events occurring. Now we want to know the probability that we have more than a certain number of events occurring. To do this, we capitalize on the fact that probabilities always add up to 1, so we can calculate the probability of the bit we don't want using the method we used in the last video, and then subtract it from 1, because our calculators aren't smart enough to work out the probability that it's more than just on their own. So let's have a look at this example. I roll a dice 8 times. What is the probability I get a 3 at least 5 times? So let's grab the piece of information we want. I'm going to roll the dice 8 times, so that means my number of trials is equal to 8. I want to get a 3 at least 5 times. Remember from the last video, we always draw out a number line. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, because we're rolling 8 times. So we could get 0 3s, 1 3, 2 3s, 3 3s, 4 3s, 5 3s, 6 3s, 7 3s, or 8 3s. But we can't get any more than that because we're only going to roll it 8 times. Now we want at least 5 times. So at least 5 is all of these numbers here. Now, as I just said, your calculator's not smart enough to work that out on its own, so we're going to need to work out the opposite bit. The opposite bit is this bit here, up to 4. So that's the bit we're going to work out on our calculator. So we can see the highest bit in the area we've just circled is 4. So our x is going to be 4, and the probability of getting a 3 on our dice is just 1 out of 6, because there's 6 sides on a dice. So now we've got all this information, we grab our calculator, and just like before, we go into stats mode, distributions, binomial, and because we want up to 4, we're using CD again. We only use PD when we want exactly a certain number. So BCD, again we change it to variable, X is 4, as we just discussed, and number of trials is 8, because we're rolling the dice 8 times, and our probability is 1 over 6. And it nicely converts it to a decimal for us. So then we press execute, and we find out that the probability is 0.99539. So now that we've got this, that's for this bit here that we don't want. So if we want to work out this bit here which we do want, we know probabilities always add up to 1, so it's just going to be 1 minus 0.99539, which is equal to 0.00461.